welcome back to South Kitsap High School and Joe Knowles Stadium as the South Kitsap Wolves host the Bellarmine Lions. I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, joined by Kitty Campagna from West Sound Community Television, bringing this game to you fans live on the internet, streamed by the KitsapSun.com. Spencer Anderson, our streaming director tonight, and as we get ready to begin this third period of action, the South Kitsap Wolves down to Bellarmine 17-7, Kitty.
Doc, it was a pretty close first half. South struck first. They scored and were ahead 7-0. But Bellarmine answered awfully quick. I think that was like a minute and 10 seconds when they answered. And then they scored a second touchdown and then a field goal after the South Kitsap fumble.
Well, the good news is South Kitsap will receive here on the first kickoff of the second half.
And that's number 25. Gascoigne with a great return up to about the 35.
And that's where the South Kitsap Wolves will start out this first offensive series of the third quarter. Needing to put some points on the board here.
Just even something where they can use up some time and make sure that the Lions don't immediately get back and have the ball.
Eddie Meisner at quarterback for the Wolves.
There's
Short
Newquist.
Drop back and completed pass to Newquist. Pick up a few yards.
That's enough for a first down. Doc, they've been pretty successful with that play most of the evening.
Well, Newquist certainly has been the favorite receiver for Meisner.
He needs a little target right on him.
And again, a pass, this one incomplete.
And that was supposed to go to number 37, Bryce Broom. But he slipped coming out of the backfield. They had it set up pretty nicely, let the defenders come in and we're going to go for the screen.
Yep, that'll bring up a second down for South Kitsap. Handoff goes to the running back and fighting for it, but barely going to make it back to the line of scrimmage on that one. Maybe they give him a half a yard.
Adam Gascoigne, the ball carrier.
Gascoigne actually looks like they give him a couple on that one.
Tacklers led by number 5.
And again, we want to thank the South Kitsap Video Production Program for giving us the video feed tonight to be able to bring this to the community. All right, third down and about 8 yards to go for the first. Straight drop back for Meisner, looking to this near side and just off the fingertips of his intended receiver. And that was Aaron Ladeau.
Aaron Ladeau, the intended receiver.
Good play call. Wouldn't have gotten them the first down, but had he been able to catch and go forward with that, pretty close. And Ladeau now goes back to do the punting duty.
Ooh, snap was a little high, but Ladeau grabbed it. Pretty good punt considering not a great snap, and a fair catch down on about the 13-yard line for the Lions. And that was Isaiah Flynn with a fair catch. And so Bellarmine will start out pretty deep in their own territory. Now, if the South Kitsap defense could hold them back there,
a game of territory, exactly, where they're going to end up. It would be nice. But it was a great punt by Ladeau. Good height on it, and considering that he had a Lion right there, that was impressive that it was not blocked.
And the quarterback for the Bellarmine Lions, once again, Sifo Liafau. quick pass over to the far side and completes, plus a few extra yards on that. That was Rector. And Dowdy in on that for the South Kitsap Wolves for the stop. They'll give him about close to 5 yards on that. Second down and a little over 5 to go for Bellarmine. Very quick pass out to the, straight out to the side there, almost a lateral.
If your receiver's really good about running after the catch, that's a great play, but a nice job by the defense to limit him to 5 yards.
Man, there's Flynn. And that time the defense did a nice job of limiting him to a couple of yards. As we had said earlier in that first half, he's almost an automatic 5 or 6. So third down now. CK defense has held him pretty well so far. Third down and about 4.5 to go for a first. Ball on the Bellarmine 19-yard line.
This is the farthest back they've been in their own territory, especially to start a drive.
Oh, but Flynn takes it up over the middle of the line and will put a first down on the board, but there is a yellow hanky out there.
All night they've been running Flynn up the middle, and this time they took him outside a little bit. He broke it back to the middle, but the flag is on Bellarmine.
Yep. They are talking to South Kitsap.
They say it's a holding call on Bellarmine.
Well, that'll move the Lions back 10.
Sometimes penalties can be your best friends.
Still be third down, but
a little bit farther this time.
Yeah, quite a bit farther. They'll move the ball back to, it looks like about the 8-yard line of Bellarmine. So that'll be 3rd and 15 now or so to go for a first down. Big opportunity here for South Kitsap. Fake the handoff, and he's going down deep. Receiver goes down on the grass, and it's incomplete. So South Kitsap defense has done their job and held Bellarmine deep in Lion territory.
Do we want to know what Coach Sigurdsson said in the locker room? It must have been very effective. Nice job by the defense.
So that'll bring up a punt by Bellarmine here. South Kitsap getting their players out there.
We got Bryce Broom back ready to receive that punt.
Man, it's not a long one. It'll take a Bellarmine bounce. But Broom was looking at about 4 guys in white shirts on him at the time the ball was coming toward him. And probably the better part of Veller was just to step out of the way on that one.
I thought it was a good choice on his part. No
Yep.
need to, I don't think he had time at that point even to call a fair catch, but get a little nervous with him that close.
Yep. And the good thing is, though, South Kitsap will take over on their own 48-yard line.
Already just within 2 yards of Bellarmine territory. Running game has not done a whole lot tonight. Doesn't help that I don't know that Bodie's back in. I don't think so.
And Meisner keeps it. Oh, he's got somebody wide
open.
And once again, right at the beginning of the quarter, South Kitsap's going to put points on the board.
That's Aaron Ladeau with the touchdown.
And I don't know how Aaron Ladeau got so open, but he was just wide open. There was nobody within 20 yards of him.
It was incredible. They did have quite a few guys rushing the quarterback, but typically you still leave someone deep.
Yeah, and Meisner found him, got it right to him for the touchdown, South Kitsap. And boy, that is a big one. Their defense held when they needed to, and on their first play from the line of scrimmage, they put another 6 points on the board and go for the PAT at the 9:02 mark in quarter number 3.
Yep.
Ball is through the uprights and good.
And the extra point.
And that's,
So-
I think, Ladeau doing the extra point as well.
Yes, it is. And so the South Kitsap Wolves now within 3 points of the Bellarmine Lions, down 17-14 to the Lions here at the opening part of quarter number 3. And boy, that's, if you're going to try a comeback on one of the top teams in the state of Washington, that's the way to start out.
And I'm with you, Doc. The most impressive thing is that they stopped them. Their very first drive at least moved them far enough up the field that they then got Bellarmine in poor field position for one of the few times tonight. And then they just didn't let them out of that, got the ball in great field position for themselves, and took advantage of it. That is a sign of a well-coached, very good team.
Well, we'll see what the response is. So far, Bellarmine has been able to respond.
They do answer back, don't they? That's the one scary part. But on the sideline, right as the half started, they were jumping up and down the Wolves, and they were going, "We will fight, we will fight." And there's definitely a lot of fight in these Wolves.
And the all-around man, Aaron Ledoux, will be kicking it off for South Kitsap. Two returners down deep for Bellarmine.
Deep to receive, Michael Rector and Marco Harris. Correction, Joe Lovejoy.
Lovejoy and
kick.
Rector are at the back to receive.
Bellarmine will get it on their own 4-yard.
Oh. Do we have sound vision on that one? Ow, that hurt.
I wish we
Whoa.
had the mic down on the field there. You could hear that pop.
Just a thump. Lovejoy knows that he's been at Joe Knowles Stadium, or maybe he won't know that was where he is right now. Wow.
And Bellarmine will start out at the 19, but what a great stop there by two Wolves on him. I didn't get the numbers, but great effort by South Kitsap. And Bellarmine at their own 19-yard line is where they'll start out.
Really a pumped up sideline right now.
Hand off to Flynn over to the right side. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he'll pick up about 14 yards on that run for a first down.
Nice job by Logan Hickman, number 41, who was leading out on the block. Just kept going, knowing that Flynn was going as well.
First down, Bellarmine moved out to about their own 33-yard line. Sifo Leofau hands off to Flynn. Flynn over the right tackle, and he'll pick up another first down, or very close to it.
He is just fast. As soon as he finds a hole, he starts heading straight upfield.
Yeah, looks like he might not quite make the first down on that one. They're going to put the flag at second down and about a half yard to go for a first.
Bellarmine doesn't spend much time in a huddle, I'll tell you that.
And guess who? Flynn.
Their
This
man
time-
Flynn?
Yeah, he was tackled nicely by South Kitsap, but stretched out enough to get the first.
Yeah, he barely needed a yard, which is a length. Well, he's more like 2 yards long, so not even the length of his body. Oh, they're going to do a measurement, though.
Oh, okay. We'll see how this one comes out.
Well, you got to work your chain gang. These are some wonderful volunteers at all the different high school stadiums who stand on the sideline in the rain and the cold. And not tonight, though. As I drove up here, it said 60 degrees then, probably in the 50s, but no rain. And
That's a first down. Yep. By the length of the football, it looks like.
So Bellarmine has come right back wanting to answer.
And so far, moving it on the ground.
That's what's scary. We know that what they can do in the air, too.
First down, Bellarmine at their 43-yard line.
South backs off as if expecting a longer pass. And they go
Man.
on the ground.
Flynn will pick up another 7-8 yards on that. And boy, that offensive line, especially over on that right side for Bellarmine, is just blowing holes through walls.
Well, and you know, you can't put 8 or 9 men in the box because they can pass. You
Yep.
have to definitely be,
Pretty much got a man up.
yeah.
Second down now for Bellarmine. Second and a long 4. Whistles blow. And
South might have had to call a timeout.
they did. South Kitsap with a timeout at the 7:17 mark here in the third period. And Coach Sickerson bringing the crew over to talk to him about that defensive set.
Well, he was trying to change his personnel, and Austin Canoes was trying to come off, and already they were lined up. Bellarmine Prep was, so he had to get back in there. And I don't know, they might have even had 12 guys at that point. So that might be the way to stop them, though. You just add a couple extra guys and see if anyone notices.
Well, again, we want to thank the South Kitsap Video Production Program under Mr. Mike Downham, their instructor, for giving us their video feed to stream live on the internet on kidsapsun.com/GOTW, Game of the Week. Couple of 4A Narrows League teams mixing it up tonight. Second down, about 4 yards to go for a first for Bellarmine. There's that double shift. Handoff again to Flynn and around that right side. This time a little bit further out, but still the same results. A first down for Bellarmine.
Yeah, Sepho Liafu is quite good at handing that off to number 32. In theory, I swear I saw other people with running yards, including number 26, Joe Lovejoy, who had 15 runs for 175 yards so far. But when you're looking at Isaiah Flynn and he has 106 runs, you know that he is their workhorse.
First down for Bellarmine. And this time coming around to this side.
Flynn again, the ball carrier, down near the 40-yard line.
Once again, Flynn with the carry.
By Leonard Shook.
And a pretty good stop that time, limiting Flynn to about 4 yards.
Anthony Lombardi was one of them in on the tackle. There were several Wolves.
Shook in
Some
there
who
too.
took his ankle, some who took the top. It's kind of the way you got to bring him down.
Second down now for Bellarmine. Ball is at the South Kitsap 41. And, Flynn got trapped in the backfield but got out of trouble.
They had him. He
They
was
sure did.
surrounded. I mean, they still did a nice job of bringing him down without a lot of yards. In fact, he gained about
He'll
2.
gain about 2 on that. But, boy, they had him in the back there for what would have been a loss of 3 or 4. But somehow or other, he managed to turn completely around and go the other direction.
Must be why he's already a 1,000-yard rusher on the year after tonight.
Well, third down and about 4 yards, a long 4 for Bellarmine. Going up to the air. Oh, ball bouncing off the intended receiver.
That was Michael Rector. That's the second time we've seen one that we thought was right in his hands.
And, yeah, that looked like a very good pass.
Yes, and a good play because he was cutting across and would have had a nice opening going down the center of the field at that point.
Well, the South Kitsap defense has once again held, and that brings up fourth down for Bellarmine with the ball at the about the 39-yard line of South. It looks like Bellarmine's going to fake the kick and run. Oh, there's a missed tackle. And Bellarmine will keep the game alive for them, moving the chains, and South Kitsap almost had him in
Doc,
the backfield.
I was just going to point out that was number 3, Michael Rector, and he is their typical punter, so he's the one you expect back there, but you know he's got some speed as a receiver and just scary, but they would have had him.
Yeah.
That one of those tackles where he did try to take him low, but just enough leg strength to get past him.
And I think that was completely intentional
on
that one. There was no attempt even to look like he was going to kick.
No, it wasn't a bad hike, none of those things. Here comes Flynn.
Yeah, Flynn made a nice cutback there to pick up an extra 5 or 6 yards on that one.
And really, South has done a fairly good job on him because you watch the way he runs, you just keep expecting a big breakaway.
That'll move the chains again, and Bellarmine keeps things going.
Oh, we have a referee's timeout. They're getting number 76 off for Bellarmine.
Injured player McCartney McQuarrie.
I love that name.
6'2", 300-pounder.
Yeah, one of the tiny guys out there. Yeah, they have a 285. Yeah, they have 276. They have some big young men.
That could be why they have
Or making
guys
holes.
blowing those holes up on the offensive line. A lot of them have OL.
So what you're telling me is that Flynn is good, but that there a lot of people could make it through those holes.
Well, don't know about a lot of people, but they are
not
giving,
you or I.
No.
We're not going. We're not even trying to go there.
But they are giving Isaiah Flynn some nice room to run, and he is a very good runner. He can cut back on you. A couple of the guys, Rector and Flynn, both seem to have a second gear that they can put it into once they find a little open space.
Oh yeah. That time he only gained about 2 or 3.
Second down now for Bellarmine. Hickman in motion, and the handoff to Flynn going over that right side. He'll be short of the first down by a couple.
We have about 4 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Third down, and it looks like it'll be about 3, a long 3.
South continues to shuffle people in and out, and Bellarmine pretty much keeps the same crew out there the whole time.
Yep. And guess who?
I think it was Flynn.
Flynn, and he'll. Let's see where they're going to place it. This is going to be close. I haven't seen a signal yet.
Lombardi brought him down, number 33.
Yep, the man in the white hat signals a first down Bellarmine.
This crew has not had to pull out their penalty flags very often this evening. It's been a really nice, quick game because of that.
I like that. Well, first down, ball is on the South Kitsap 12-yard line, and Bellarmine knocking on the door.
Flynn got it.
Man, still on his feet.
I swear he is just pulling people on his ankles.
5'10", 167. He's not a huge guy, but
No.
he must be very strong. And as we have already noted, he definitely has great balance and good speed. Second down and about 3 yards to go for the first.
Pretty much his whole drive has been on the ground.
Yep. Hand off to Flynn, and South Kitsap gang tackle there. That was a pretty nice stop. He'll still pick up a yard or two on that.
Yeah, they had to kind of come in around from the side and then in the back and pull him down.
Bring up third down and about 2 yards to go for a first down. And quarterback keeper puts his head down and follows those big guys.
Looks like he has the first down from up here anyway.
We'll see. I think so. But
oh, yeah. Pointing
yep.
forward.
The chains are removed. It's first and goal to go for Bellarmine down at about the 1 yard line of South Kitsap. So you've got a quarterback that can pick up fullback yardage, a running back that can pick up as many yards as you need him to, and 3 pretty good receivers.
And that's actually not run as well for him tonight. So South has done a good job of trying to take away at least one weapon.
And the Bellarmine Lions put it into the end zone to put another 6 points on the board. Now leading 23-14, we will see here the way it's been going. Number 11 out there, Ryan Lester, has managed to put most of them through the uprights except for that one blocked field goal attempt early on in the game. And that one looks good. So another 7 points on the board at the 107 mark for Bellarmine, and they now have a 10-point lead back up to 10, 24-14 over the South Kitsap Wolves.
Well, the really good news is that took 8 minutes. It wasn't one of those minute 20 things, but it also took 8 minutes off the clock, and we are just a minute away from the fourth quarter with a 10-point deficit for the Wolves. The Wolves have to feel good in what their defense has accomplished in making Bellarmine really work for it. There haven't been those big breakaway plays that I think they must be getting when they're scoring 60 and 40 and all those kind of huge numbers against some quality teams.
Well, so far, though, as you said, the Wolves have done a pretty good job of holding them down. Of course, there is a whole nother 12 minutes left to go, 13
that is
actually,
true.
But
and last week they beat Central Kitsap 49-17 at Central Kitsap. So they've been playing on the road for a couple different games, and they're looking to, I'm not sure, they finally, oh no, the Central Kitsap was at Bellarmine Prep.
Just across the bridge in Tacoma.
Take the Union Avenue exit. I just happened to be right near it on Wednesday or Thursday. And as we said, it's a small school, but some quality athletes who go there.
And that one's going to go into and out of the end zone. So another touchback once again. The South Kitsap Wolves will start out at their own 20-yard line.
Doc, if the sideline work is any example of what we might see, I've been watching Meisner, and he has been practicing some pretty long passes. So, but you know, they don't have to necessarily go just to the long passing game. They have a full quarter and a minute left.
And 10 points is certainly doable.
In high school, it is. Well, on anything, but you know, it's pretty interesting how quickly they can score at times.
First down for the Wolves at the 20-yard line. Quick pass out to Newquist, and Newquist is going to pick up a first down. That's been pretty successful tonight, the combo of Meisner to Newquist.
And almost in that exact same spot every time, a little bit over 10 yards, enough for a first down, just to give them a really good start to their drive.
He'll move the ball out to just beyond the 30-yard line.
quite a bit of maroon down here in the crowd.
And that running play is not going anywhere. That was Gascoigne. And he's going to be dropped for a loss there of a yard or so.
Gascoigne, the ball carrier. He's dragged down by Kevin Kors.
Bellarmine's defense doing a pretty good job on the ground.
Yeah, they have not let South Kitsap get anything going as far as the ground game goes.
About 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Short drop back, nice pass, nice reception. And that was to Aaron Ledoux.
Aaron Ledoux.
Another
for a first down.
Yep, another first down for the Wolves. 5.1 seconds. The clock does stop while they move the chains. And there it goes. So the clock will run down to triple zeros here at the end of the third period. And even though Bellarmine put another 7 on the board here, the South Kitsap Wolves are moving it the right direction, Kitty.
Well, and the chain gang's got to love them because they've done it right around the 50, so they hardly have, they don't have to do a whole lot of running and switching. And same with both teams. They are going to be in the same area, just turn around and face the other way. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of South Kitsap tonight. Their defense has held quite strong. I realize they are bending and breaking once in a while, but they are against a quality team. But I think what surprises me more is what the offense has done. They have already scored 14, and once again, they're moving quite nicely, mainly on with the air. But when they aren't giving them the ground, they're taking what the little bit that they have on the through air.
Well, as we get ready to begin quarter number 4 here at Joe Knowles Stadium, we want to thank the South Kitsap video production crew for bringing you the pictures tonight for this live internet presentation by the KitsapSun.com and West Sound TV. Happy to have you with us on the internet.
It's something new for us, Doc, isn't it? It's kind of fun.
Where's the satellite truck?
Yeah, we've been working for that for years.
Pitch back by Meisner, and this time they will pick up a couple yards on it. And Gascoigne carries it.
He fought for those extra yards.
Well, 12 minutes to go. That's plenty of time to put the points on the board, but you've got to be solid, and if you can get some points on the board, then your D is going to really have to come through for you.
They did at the beginning of this half, so we will have to see what they got left in them for the fourth quarter.
Second down, and a nice pass by Meisner. Good move out there, and I believe that was Ledoux.
He is brought down by Calvin Chandler, one of the typical receivers.
No, it was Newquist.
Oh, Newquist once again.
Yeah, it's hard to see on that far side over there.
Doc, I put on my glasses, and it's helped me immensely. Silly how those eye doctors can be right once in a while. But you're right, it's dark over on that side and hard to pick up some of those numbers.
Well, South Kitsap first down on their Bellarmine 41. And Meisner's keeping it, going downfield. He's got the open receiver. Beautiful catch, beautiful pass, and into the end zone is Devin Newquist. Meisner to Newquist.
That was, oh no. There's a flag back here that possibly could be a holding. We're not going to.
Oh,
no, they're pointing, it is
against the
Bellarmine Prep. So the cheering continues.
Oh, a roughing the passer. Personal foul is what the initial indication is, and yeah, that's one of those scary things back there where 90% of the time is a hold.
Yes.
Yep, there it is, personal foul, roughing the passer against Bellarmine.
That was a beautiful connection, Doc.
Yes,
he led his receiver so well. I told you he was practicing his longer passes.
And I love those slant patterns.
Yeah.
Those are great patterns to run, I think, especially at this level. Well, at any level, really. So 6 on the board, and Ledoux will try to add a 7th point. And it's through.
And the extra point is good. Flag on the play.
And another flag down there, which may be roughing the kicker.
Oh, good. Then we'll kick it off from about the 50 if that's
That's
the
the
case.
indication. A personal foul roughing the kicker.
Well, if they can hurt the passer and the kicker, they're trying to change this game immediately, huh?
So at the beginning, South Kitsap loves the beginning of quarters.
Don't they?
At the beginning of quarter number 4, the Wolves put 7 on the board and are down by only 3 to the state-ranked Bellarmine Lions, 24-21.
And now it's up to the defense, as you said, Doc. They need to come out and be stout, not let Bellarmine Prep just go up and down this field like they have. And they have, but they've only scored 24 points. So this has been a very good game.
It has been, and South Kitsap will get a break here on the kickoff with that foul will be, the penalty will be marched off, I believe, on the kickoff.
I think so as well.
10:53 left to go in the ball game.
And we hear singing down below. I'm not sure what they're singing, but it seems in celebration of.
Like those soccer fans over there.
That's kind of what I was thinking of, exactly. They need some mufflers, green mufflers on.
Sounders winning their 3rd Open Cup in a row. Congratulations to them.
And if I remember correctly, Mr. Michael Mathis and his son were at that game.
Yep.
That was a birthday present.
Yep. That's right. And of course, Aaron Mathis, graduate of the
South
class
Kitsap
of
High School, exactly.
2011 from South Kitsap. So
Okay, so now they are moving it up for wherever they're going to let them kick. This is for
Oh,
the
yeah.
roughing the passer
Yeah.
one. And now this is for roughing the kicker.
that's
So they're
it.
just going to go ahead and kick a field goal from where they get to kick off.
Wow.
So they assess 30 yards on this. I say go for the onside kick.
Well,
Penalties
yeah.
for roughing.
I don't know if they've had this conversation because you don't expect to be kicking from your own.
Well, from Bellarmine's 30
Bellarmine's
yard line.
30.
Yeah. Well, that would be. I wonder if you could score a field goal. I don't think so.
I don't think they'll let you, but
yeah,
I'm
at
thinking.
this point, let's see. Bellarmine's got a whole group of people right up there. That 10 yard. It's got to go 10 to make it legal.
Coach Larson sent me a group of who his hands team was, and I'm thinking that's who we have out there right now. Okay, we're having a conversation between the referees. Those are 2 definitely separate penalties.
30 yards.
South coming over to talk to Coach while the referees discuss.
No, this will be interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen the kickoff at this point.
I don't think I have either, but boy, it's certainly, you kick it 10 yards, it's on the 20. It's just as good as a touchback.
Yep, and it's a live ball after 10.
Yep. This could make it
So-
very interesting very quickly.
Now the head referee is coming over to talk to Coach Sigerson. Well, this will be fun to see what happens here. Aaron Ladeau, the kicker. Also, we know he's got good hands.
That's true.
And a receiver and a running back. Kicker could recover. Let's see. South Kitsap fans on their feet for this one. Yep. The onside.
Oh, it's been
Ball's
touched.
been touched.
It did not go 10, but it was
Nope.
touched by the other team, I believe.
That's the question. Who touched it? If the team in white touched it, it's going to be South Kitsap's ball. And that's what the referees are discussing right now.
Bellarmine Prep lobbying for it to be their ball.
it appears it will go to Bellarmine. So they're saying the first person to touch it was a South Kitsap player. And it did not go, it went about 8.5, 9.5 yards. It didn't quite go 10, and who was right there with it was Aaron Ladeau.
Who did you predict, Doc? Exactly. He followed it as he kicked it.
If it had gone another yard.
It was theirs.
Well, South Kitsap didn't get it. It was a good attempt on that one, though. I like seeing that. But Bellarmine will take over, and the ball will be at their own 24-yard line.
Only 4 yards different from what a touchback would have been, so not a bad plan.
Yeah, especially with the opportunity to recover. Now let's see if the South Kitsap defense can hold them down here. Hand off to Flynn. Flynn over that left side, and a hanky is thrown in. Ball is loose, but I believe that the flag.
Ooh, Flynn is not getting up right now. I don't know if there was like a face mask or something like that to bring him down, but he is on the ground.
Flag came in pretty quickly, and it is right at that position where he is. It's a hold against Bellarmine. I'm sure that's. Now they're going to. The PA guy said block in the back, but I'm sure Coach Larson is a lot more worried about the condition of Isaiah Flynn.
Exactly. Even they have a 3-point lead, and certainly they want to milk that clock some, but that's your whole season that you're looking at right there.
I can't tell exactly. Something down in the lower. Can't tell if it's the knee or the ankle that they're working on.
Kind of looks like ankle. Let's see. I was checking the feed. They had it for a second.
He's up, and let's see.
Able to walk off on his own. And, you know, that's what you want to see. No matter what team you're cheering for, you certainly don't like seeing any of these kids get hurt.
Nope. Especially one that obviously has a potential career in front of him.
Yes, he does.
Well, that moves Bellarmine back 10. It'll be on the hold. It will be first down.
And about 10, so the hold took place right about at what would have been the first down marker.
Oh, Bellarmine deep into the air with an open receiver.
Rector didn't miss this time.
Nope. Michael Rector grabs the pass and takes it down to about the 15-yard line of South Kitsap. Big play for the Lions.
And the tackle on that was Aaron Ladeau. So as we explained earlier, Ladeau does play defense as well.
Ball on about the South Kitsap 15-yard line. Hand off to the running back, who is not Flynn.
It was Lovejoy.
And Lovejoy barely got back to the line of scrimmage. See Flynn over on the other side. It looks like he's trying to walk off.
No gain on the play.
But I had forgotten that Flynn had gone to the sideline after the long pass.
Second down and still 10. Hand off again to that back, and this time a lot of running room. He's fighting his way down towards that first down, and he's going to be about a yard short, I think, of the first. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the game, and the clock continues to tick.
Down by a host of tacklers for the Wolves.
Big third down stand here. Hickman in motion. And a handoff to the back, who's going to pick up the first down and carry a pack of Wolves with him down to about the 1-2 yard line.
Joe Lovejoy again.
And it's a Joe Lovejoy.
Lovejoy's a little bit bigger than Flynn. He's 5'11", 192, and he does just, as you say, take a pack of Wolves with him. Every time he runs, it takes several of them to put him down. He is a senior, probably enjoying the opportunity to be the ball carrier a couple times here.
First down and goal to go for the Lions. Oh, nice tackle there by South Kitsap's 45. That would be Chase Lopez in on that one. That'll drop him back maybe a yard or so.
Some of the few times they've actually gotten negative yards.
Ball is on the 3 yard line. Second down and goal to go for the Lions. And again, a nice job on defense. This time he'll lose even more yardage. Lovejoy dropped. And let's see who's getting up off the bottom of that. 51 was in on that for South Kitsap. That would be Michael Beard.
Well, and once again, we're talking about the pack of Wolves, but this time the pack of Wolves took that Lion down in the backfield.
And the ball will be moved back to the 5 yard line. So progressive 2 losses here on the last 2 plays. Third down and goal to go. But now it's 5 yards for Bellarmine. Short drop back, going to the air.
And it's caught.
Yep, and the pass is complete to Michael Rector.
Rector making up for some of his earlier drops now.
Yep, for a Bellarmine touchdown at the 7:06 mark here in the 4th quarter. Well, the Wolves defense did a good job there on the first couple of plays, holding the Lions out, but finally they found a way to get into the end zone, put some more points on the board.
Well, and this time they had the big play, the long pass down the field, and kind of something I'd expected earlier, but Wolves had been pretty tough.
Well, we're back to that 10-point lead for Bellarmine, 31-21 over the South Kitsap Wolves with 7 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the ball game.
So that time it was about a 4-minute difference on the 2 scores, and Bellarmine comes right back with a score. This is why they are ranked number 2 in the state. They know how to move the ball up and down the field and put points on the board. I'm still pleased with the way South Kitsap is playing. You know, you come into this, you want a victory. You don't want moral victories because that kids really aren't happy with that. But what it tells them is how well they're playing and gives them a really good future. And, you know, they just have to keep winning the games that follow this.
Well, and in the Narrows League, the 4A schools, 4 teams will go to postseason. And currently Bellarmine Olympia up at the top. Gig Harbor has beaten both South and Central, so they would be in pretty good position for that 3rd spot, which means there's 1 spot left.
That is correct.
With about 3 weeks to go. Anything can happen, of course, but we will see. So good reason for South Kitsap to hold their heads up because they're not out of anything at this point.
No, South 3 final games are against Mount Tahoma, Stadium, and Central Kitsap. All of those winnable. I'm thinking that Central Kitsap, South Kitsap game will be extremely good.
Nice boot by Bellarmine and picked up in the end zone, so it will come out once again to the 20. I think about every time that Bellarmine has kicked tonight, the ensuing presentation by South has begun at the 20-yard line.
Pretty much. Cooper Doxson has just put it out of the end zone. I'm not really sure why they put the other 11 guys out there at that point.
10-point lead for the Lions, 31-21, and there's 7 minutes, 6 seconds left to play in the game. Eddie Meisner at QB for the Wolves. Going to the air, right across the middle, picked off by number 12 for Bellarmine, who's going to take it into the end zone, Lou Milley. And that may
Ouch.
be the first nail in the coffin in tonight's game.
So what's our second differential on their score this time, Doc?
Well, 37-21, and a PAT point after attempt coming up here. We will see. But they're getting close now to that 40 mark, Kitty.
Yeah, they are. I was going to compliment them on the fact that they didn't look like they were going to get to like 41 tonight, but one more opportunity for number 11, Lester, to put it through the uprights.
And it's good. So add 7 more to the score for the Bellarmine Lions, 38-21 with 6:58 left to go in the game. That's becoming now, it becomes a pretty big task for the South Kitsap Wolves.
Well, that is the largest lead for Bellarmine this evening. They had some consistent 10-point leads as the night wore on, but 17 is a lot to try to make up in less than 7 minutes.
And you know, a lot of it has been on just a couple of plays, really. That last touchdown, before the interception, was on that huge pass that picked up a good 50 yards for Bellarmine.
Well, and both of the turnovers that South have had tonight have turned into points for Bellarmine. The first one was a field goal in the first half for 3 points, and then this one pick 6 and that extra point for 7.
And Cooper Doxson, kick for Bellarmine. 2 receivers down at about their own 5-yard line for South Kitsap.
And once again, he is taking care of the divots out there. He likes a nice, smooth surface to work off of. But he does some nice work with it, so.
Bryce Broom is one of the potential returners for South. Yep. Again, it's going to go into the end zone and back out. So once again, South will start at their own 20-yard line. This time down by 17.
Well, we talk about offense, defense. The things that also win games and make you number 2 in the state are special teams. And they obviously have the great kicker. We've only seen their punter. Well, no, we saw the punter twice. That was Rector. He kicked it once, and the second time he was able to get a first down rather than have to punt. Lester has put everything through except for the 1 block field goal. They have all the pieces.
Meisner rolling out to this near side, finds his receiver, number 45, Chase Lopez. And he'll pick up about 9 on that one. Yep, no, 10. So first down, they're going to place it at the 30.
Pretty easy when you know you start at the 20 consistently. Let's see, we're past the 30. We have a first down.
And now we have a Bellarmine player down on the field. Man, that one looks like a cramp.
Not your typical weather for a cramp, but you can get them anytime if you aren't hydrating enough.
Well, we're West Sound TV. We're a local nonprofit organization whose mission is to produce, promote, and help to develop local community television programming here on the Kitsap Peninsula. And we're very happy to be working with the Kitsap Sun to bring these games, a game of the week, to you live on the internet at kitsapsun.com/GOTW. And this program is being videoed, shot for you by the South Kitsap Video Production Program, winner of numerous nationwide awards, Mike Downham, their instructor, Matthew Swagger and Ben Blankenship assisting, and the crew out there, Terry Auroras, Austin Fritz, Marcos Seguero, Ellen Gordon, Hannon Waterman, Blake McMeekin, Carl Ellen, Mike Brothers, Chris Hoffman, Chris Dutt, Emma Stravolson, and Chris Maddox. Bringing this game to you tonight. We really appreciate them letting us hook into their feed so that we can have a multi-camera shoot for the audience out there watching it today.
Well, and West Sound as well does do multi-camera feeds. We just haven't had the opportunity to do one yet this year. And we don't have quite the equipment they have. I walked up on top of that roof and looked at those cameras and went, I want one of those. That would be nice.
And we don't necessarily have numbers of crew members either.
Exactly.
Well, they are carrying the person off. I can't see the number.
I cannot either.
And South Kitsap with a first down on their own 31-yard line over here on this near side. Short drop back and a pass complete to Newquist. Meisner to Newquist, and Devon will pick up a first down.
I think we could just tape record that, your Meisner to Newquist this evening. That's got to be about 10 passes that they've completed together.
At the 42, it's for Nerves.
Another first down, and the clock stopped. Now it's moving. 6:30 left to go in the game. Meisner with only one man in the backfield. And that's who gets the handoff, but unfortunately slips on that natural grass there. And going down for a loss is Adam Gascoigne.
Oh, and you probably can't see it unless they get really close, but Meisner has a unique way of keeping all of his line and people in order. He does a clap, and it's not because he's trying to find his keys or anything, but it's a rhythm thing for him.
Second down now, and Meisner going to the air. Ooh! And Newquist that time gets hammered, and he's going to take a moment or two to get up.
Training staff was ready to run out, but
said nope, don't need him. But nice effort that time, and he just got hammered from the blind side. That's one of those hits I'm sure he didn't even see coming.
That'll stop the clock, or should, with the incompletion.
Third down now. And about 15 yards to go for the first down. Flag out quickly. Meisner, and no completion on the ground to Lopez, but we'll have to see what this flag is.
Even without the instant replay, they were able to tell that that hit turf before he caught that.
Yeah, procedure against South Kitsap.
Procedure on the rules.
My guess is they'll, if they can, they'll probably decline it, would be my guess.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure if you can decline a procedure.
Here's our answer.
So.
If you ask, it will be answered. I like it.
Okay, well, that will bring up then.
Isn't it?
Fourth down.
I believe so.
The guys on the other side haven't changed
There they are.
it. There it is. Fourth down. And so South Kitsap will have to punt at the 5:46 mark in number 4. Oh, snap is a little low, but Ladeau did a good job of picking it up and getting away a pretty good kick.
Takes a decent bounce.
It'll be down on about the 29-yard line of Bellarmine where they will start out. Well, Gail, we want to remind you that South Kitsap TV is on channel 205 on Wave Broadband.
And they have more than just sporting events. They bring
Yep.
music and drama, all the different things that they are doing at the high school. It's been, I think, quite a production for them to get enough stuff to put on that channel.
A monthly program called Wolf Tracks, which I always enjoy watching. Well, Bellarmine will start out here on their own 29-yard line. And now their biggest task will be to use time. And they will use time by keeping it on the ground. Good open field tackle that time.
Lovejoy is just pounding his fists on the turf, knowing that he almost was going to break that one.
That was a good open field tackle that time. I think it was Beard in on that.
I think we're seeing some fatigue on this Wolf defense now, but they've played strong all night.
He's tackled by Michael Beard.
Second down now for Bellarmine. Well, it would be nice to hold them under that 41 mark. And there's the handoff and the run to the other side.
Again, the ball carrier.
And that's definitely should be enough for a first down.
Yep, they're standing on, it looks like about the 41.
He's tackled by the right side of his left line.
On our sideline, we have Meisner still throwing. So this is a young man dedicated to his craft. It's fun to see.
4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in the ball game. And the Bellarmine Lions on top of the South Kitsap Wolves, 38-21.
We're not seeing so many of the different movement by the people on Lions. They're going so much more straightforward right now with the run.
And we have not seen Isaiah Flynn back in the game.
No, we have not. Not that they need him at the moment, so that may be part of it. But
Yeah. But a couple of Bodie for South Kitsap has not come back in. So we hope both of those young men are going to be okay.
you want them to get to play an entire season. They work so hard in these football programs.
Second down for Bellarmine.
Lovejoy, surprisingly.
Oh. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, somehow or other bounced off the tackle and picked up an extra 2 or 3, enough for the first down.
I was convinced that was going to be a loss almost at first, and his strength carried him forward.
Carom off the defender, and he was still on his feet. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left to go. Clock is running. Ball is at the, looks like about the 46, 47-yard line of South Kitsap.
They just run up to that line once they know what they're doing. I think that's kind of the attitude. They're pretty excited about playing football there.
Oh, and this time Lovejoy's got a little bit of running room. But again, a nice open field tackle that time, and that would be
number 11.
Yeah, number 11.
Dowdy. He got him low, and he hung on. And it's not that they've not been hitting him in the right spot. These guys have such leg strength that they are able to, if you don't have a really good hold on them, they're going to pull themselves out of it.
Second down now for Bellarmine. And the clock's ticking. 2:10 left to go. Play on this near side hash marks.
Quarterback
Ooh,
still got it.
and Sifo will
Oh, that
keep
should
it.
be
Oh,
a flag. Yep, I saw him.
Okay,
Block in
well,
the back.
Penalty on the play.
that was a good effort by quarterback Sifo Leufa'u.
On the tackle, Michael Beard.
Beard in on
On
that
the
tackle,
keeper.
but let's see what that flag is.
Do a foul.
Yeah, it would even look like an unnecessary block that I
Yep.
think he was already past that point almost.
Illegal
When there's
block in
a
the back.
block in the back
That
against
was it.
Bellarmine.
So that'll move Bellarmine back.
So, Doc, our crowd seems to be thinning. That miracle comeback, I'm not sure they think that's going to happen right now.
Yep, a couple of big plays there. Turned it around.
Just heartbreakers there as they seem to be mounting a comeback.
Ball moves back to the 46-yard line south. So bring up a 2nd down and 8. And same play, handoff to Lovejoy. Over on that, going around the left side of his line, and he'll pick up about 4 yards, 5 yards on that one.
On the carry for Bellarmine. Shot by Leonard Schultz.
So Joe will be able to add to his stats after tonight.
I think so. He's going to be a little bit over that 15 run, 107, but he had 15 runs and 175 yards. That's more than 10 yards a carry, so he has proven himself to be a very talented runner.
Compared to the 106 runs of Isaiah Flynn.
Yeah, not run as often.
3rd down now for Bellarmine. And, well, I think he's going to pick up the first. Yes, he is, as he moves the ball down to about the 36-yard line. Maybe they'll place it on the 35.
He's brought down there by number 96, Forrest Bingham.
1 minute and 12 seconds left to go in the game.
It's first down.
And
Timeout, Coach Sigurdsson.
Timeout rules.
South Kitsap down to 1 timeout left. Bellarmine hasn't used any of theirs in the 2nd half here.
That's one of the things that you've seen with Bellarmine. We talk about the fact that they never seem to panic. South did a really nice job a couple times getting within 3 in the 2nd half. And Bellarmine just comes back and plays their football. I think that the coach might have some conversations with the defense before when they're all done, but definitely you got to be pleased if you are Coach Larson with the offense that you have seen again tonight. And
just a good, solid play by Bellarmine. Both Flynn, of course, doing a great job, and now after Flynn's injury, Lovejoy still picking up that yardage, which once again comes back to those big hogs on that front line. The big guys that make it happen.
And then just the scare of the passing attack, because you have Chandler out there, and finally Rector made a couple catches that we knew he was capable of doing after a couple drops early on.
Yep, well, those O-line guys, like every South Kitsap will use their last time out, like every Seahawk fan knows what happened after
when we
Steve
no longer
Hutchinson,
had, yes,
the Hutch left Seattle. And unfortunately, Matt Hasselbeck spent a lot of time on the ground after that.
He did. And we have to give some credit to the South Kitsap offensive line as well. They were not able to really open a lot of running lanes, but the quarterback, Meisner, was not sacked. They kept him out of his face most of the time. They did a nice job on pass blocking.
And Meisner's a good-looking quarterback. He's got a nice, strong arm, especially on that short slant across the middle.
Oh, and they're kneeling. I'm liking this. This is a class move by Bellarmine. It's going to actually bring down their average of how many points they score in a game, but that's okay.
And the ball moves back to just beyond the 30-yard line. 42 seconds and counting here.
Doc, I have to admit, coming into this game, I thought it would be not very close, as long as it was close. Just knowing the reputation of Bellarmine Prep and what they can do. But I was impressed with this South Kitsap Wolves team. They've stood in and fought all night. There's never been any sort of give up. And other than a couple big plays and a few turnovers that really turned the tide, it was a great contest.
Well, and until the fourth quarter, it was a 3-point game.
Yeah.
South Kitsap
Yeah.
had gotten within 3 a couple of times of the number 2 ranked team in the state of Washington, the Bellarmine Lions. Well, that's going to wrap her up here at the end of the contest here at South Kitsap High School. And the Bellarmine Lions are going to come away with a 38-21 victory over the South Kitsap Wolves.
Well, you know, had it been the beginning of a quarter every time South went out there, they might have come away with the victory.
And again, South Kitsap really, the first time we've seen South
It
this
is.
season, and they have definitely are looking pretty good, I think.
I'm looking forward to when they can get a little more running game to go with it, but I'm liking that, what they have out there.
Yep, and as I said, it looks like things, you never know, but possibly things could come down to a final contest here at South Kitsap High School on the 28th of October, where they're hosting the Central Kitsap Cougars for a playoff spot.
Wow, it's always fun. That's what high school football is all about.
Yep. Well, we're West Sound TV, happy to be bringing the ball game to you over the Kitsap Suns website, kitsapsun.com/GOTW, Game of the Week. Spencer Anderson's been our streaming director tonight. Kitty Campagna on the other microphone, and I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, saying stay tuned. We will see you soon.